Sunday is the new Saturday. The takeaway replay is at 12:35.
The X Factor sponsored by Nokia, giving you the X Factor.
Welcome back to the Xtra Factor. It's day 2 and the final 9 contestants have been chosen. We're going to be taking a look at the stories behind the decisions. You're making all these people cry, Louis.
Well, they're crying with joy.
Exactly. We'll also be going into the homes of the finalists.
What do you think it's going to be like seeing your brother now?
Fantastic. He used to be a really annoying little to me when I was younger, but now he's just like the best brother I've ever had.
And I find out why Sharon really changed her mind.
I was okay with it, then I wasn't, and I was.
We'll be taking a look around the judges' houses, starting with Simon's Palace of Pop in central London.
Tell me about the house, Simon. How long have you lived here?
This house I bought a year ago. The developer spent 3 years literally renovating the entire house. So then I came in and ripped it to pieces. Well, this is the lounge, I guess.
Lounge, sitting room?
Yeah, which I never use.
Gorgeous Terry. Is she not here today?
No, she's in Los Angeles filming a show.
This is one of my favourite photos in the house.
Right. That is me. That is my younger brother. That is my older brother. That's my mum, that's my dad. And that was in Bermuda, and I think I was 4 and he was 3. You sit here, or lie here, and look at the garden.
Okay.
This room has never been used. This is the dining room, yeah?
Has this get used?
We haven't used it yet, no. I live here 6 months of the year, but this is the time of the year where I'm backwards and forwards to America, so we're still yet to have our first dinner party. Okay, my study.
The little book of well-being.
Ah.
Is that something you carry with you day by day?
Be nice to everyone. There you go. I mean, I never used this room.
This room doesn't get used. That room's never been used.
No.
The room on the other side doesn't get used.
No.
And the room at the back's being changed, but that's never been used either.
No.
So this floor is pretty redundant.
It's a useless floor at the moment, yeah.
So how long has it taken to have it all decorated?
It's been about 12 months, I think, Ben. I mean, it's literally almost finished now.
Hold on, what's through here? You used this toilet?
Yeah, once or twice.
This is the most used room in the house.
No, I'll show you the most used room in the house. This is my bedroom.
That's a big old bed, Simon.
This was the bathroom.
What is it now?
Well, now it's a dressing room.
These are jeans. You have 1, 2, 3, 6,
Ben.
7. Crikey.
I just buy the same thing.
They've not even been worn.
No, I know.
How many pairs of jeans have you got?
I don't know, 50. This was a bedroom, and now it's a bathroom.
Wow. Is it a jacuzzi?
Yeah, and it lights up. That's a fire and that's a TV.
A fire and a TV.
That is like a television room. And the kitchen is in there.
Well, after having a look around Simon's gaff and his fridge, it's time to have a peek around Louis' loft apartment.
How many people do you entertain up here usually of an evening?
2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Yeah.
You don't have parties and it's not raging?
No, I go out to have parties.
Talk me through the snakes and ladders
that's
effect.
Celtic art.
It looks like a snakes and ladders board to me, Louis. Let's go and have a look upstairs. I want to see your
Ben.
picture.
Where's Kate?
There's quite a few photos of Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, no, I like a lot of photography. I like a lot of black and white photography.
So where was this taken, Louis?
I was taken. I did it for BBC once.
What was she like?
Small and big.
She one of your heroines?
She hasn't seen her toes for ages.
When did you meet James? Tell me about that. Or did you buy that off the internet?
No, I'm a big fan. No.
When did you meet him?
I met him in LA. That's an old boys' own.
The good times, eh?
For words.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
What were
That
those
was for
days
words. That was for Germany for words. I don't put up any of the gold discs because I have too many of them.
So this is where the big parties happen.
nice. I'm a really nice summer's night. It's very nice out here, Ben.
Tell me who you've entertained on this roof terrace. What a great... No! Come on.
No, they're just ordinary people.
Tell me some of the big names.
My real friends are not in the music business.
At all?
No.
What do your real friends do?
Ordinary jobs. Real people. Come on, work on ITV2 and stuff. They're not really in the entertainment business.
This is your bedroom. It's quite sparse, Lewis.
Yeah, I don't live here very much.
By his bed. Where else? I love Brittany.
Oh, look! They're not mine! They are not mine! And those blue...
Oh, no.
They planted it.
Blue! Well,
Blue.
no, I don't really like blue.
Oh, I don't. They are not mine.
Do you want to put your slippers on?
They're not
Do you want
mine.
to have a sit down?
Busted. We'll be taking a grand tour of the Osborne household later in the show.
You've got lots of urinals as well.
That's Aussie because he finds it hard to hit the toilet when he's weeing. It ends up all over the place.
On day 2 at Simon's house, the over 25s were waiting to find out whether they were going through to the next round. But it was last night's meal which was on everybody's mind.
How are you both feeling?
All right.
Roberta?
Yeah, good. Not bad.
What was the atmosphere like last night? Because, I mean, all of you had been in such a sort of intense environment for the whole day. And was it good to be able to talk about what had happened?
Yeah, we got on great to a point, and then just right at the end, because I promised Verity me and Steve will not.
You would behave, yeah, both
and we
of
did
them
behave,
behave.
but then he was really winding me up on camera, and he's like that reeling. He was enjoying winding me up, and I was saying, I think it's inappropriate to wind me up after the day when we've been arguing, but he thinks it's funny, I don't.
Certain people stand out in the crowd. Stand out. I think it's a good thing. Don't think I'm saying anything.
I don't give a what you think, because you know.
What about you and Roberta? Were there any more fireworks last night? Oh, hello.
What? I've got a bad tooth. No, I conclude that we're just two different people. You know, that's it. And I don't dislike her. I think she's cool. You know, that's it. People know how I feel about her. She's all right. No, she's okay. Everyone's got their own crosses to bear. And it's obvious that Roberta's got one and Verity's got one. I've got one. Lloyd's got one. And, you know, Otis has probably got one. He doesn't show it, but he probably has. So it's just people show their emotions in different ways.
Don't need to be told by you whether I'm not bothered. I don't dissect your personality. Don't do mine. You know I don't like it, so don't do it because it winds me up. You want to provoke me? Take the piss out of me on camera. Keep doing it. Please film that and show it. He even said at the end of the dinner, I said if anyone had to go, I'd pick you.
He told you that?
Yeah, he told me that. I just thought that was inappropriate. And you with your vibrant personality, he was saying. I thought he's just taking the pee, and there's no need for all this. I'm not going to rise to it, and it's a promise Verity, I wouldn't argue.
Yeah.
How would you both feel now if you don't go through to the final 3?
I've already thought, well, I'm probably
think
not
you're going
going
home?
through.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm going home anyway.
How about you, Roberta?
I've given this show everything, and I really have, emotionally. And to not get in the final after going through all that, I'll hate the lot of you.
People don't realise this is important. This is really important.
And
it can change someone's life.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking as well. You know, I mean, most of us have performed before. We've been in front of audiences. This is something different.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
This is.
It's a complete different level of nervousness.
And their nerves were going to be tested as they went in to see Simon for the final decision.
Against part of my better judgment, I've asked you to be in the top 3. Congratulations. And we are not going to ask you to be in our top 3, Otis.
Okay.
And I'd like you to be in our final 3.
Well.
And it was a very difficult decision.
Right.
And Lloyd,
Yeah.
it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
And I'm going to ask you to be in the top 3.
Thank you.
Come in. You deserve it.
At the end of the day, this is, you know, my career is not over. You know, my career didn't start with the X Factor, and it's not going to end with the X Factor. You know, the X Factor hopefully was a channel to get to where I wanted to go a lot quicker. But maybe I have to take a longer route. But I still believe I'm going to get to my destination.
How are you feeling?
Oh, elated. Oh, I can't believe the difference. And it's really given me a lot of confidence to, right, I can do it, I know I can do it. Simon was so nice, and he said he's right behind me, and he wants me to do it, and he's right there, so that... Oh, I can't...
And they'd never put anybody through who they thought would let them down?
No, so apparently I'm not going to let him down.
I suppose, up until now, I've subconsciously convinced myself that whatever happens, it's all good. Because that's my general attitude anyway.
Yeah.
And so I think I'd I kept convincing myself that was the case, and it wasn't until just before I went in there I thought, actually, I'm getting really nervous now. And then when I sat down with him, and then when he said no, I just thought, oh.
I'm really over the moon. I was trying not to think of if I don't get through, because that was worse, because I would have gone in devastated. So I was trying to be positive, but it's so hard. I kept thinking, what? Oh my God, going through. Who would think that we would really? I thought he either loved me or hate me, because people do. Oh my God, thank God he loves me.
Still to come on the Xtra Factor.
How do you think Simon and Sharon will react to the choices you've made?
I think both will be very scared.
Is this Ozzy's night vision? Does he ever bring them into bed?
Welcome back to the Xtra Factor. Coming up, I get a guided tour of the Osborne mansion.
And that's where they would shoot Star Wars, and I just want to go and run around.
I know. Now you can understand why Ozzy had his accident.
And it's decision time for the groups and the 16 to 24s.
Of everybody, I really, really like you, and it's just been the hardest decision for me to make.
But for the over 25s, the decision has already been made.
No, Simon, it's all done and dusted.
Yeah, it is.
Are you confident and are sort of ready for the next stages?
Yeah, you always have to stand by your decision. You know, that's not to say that you don't think things through in your mind. You know, should I put that person in instead of that person? I mean, that's human nature. But I think we've got, with Rowetta, an unbelievable singer who I think is going to be a revelation if she can get her head together.
Yeah.
I think with Steve, we've got somebody who we need to give some confidence to and self-belief. The most precarious one out of the three certainly is Verity. I even told her that Lloyd is a better singer than Verity. So I was questioning that. I was questioning whether she was mentally strong enough to deal with what the live part of the show is, because she's quite a nervous person. But, you know, it came down to her, really, which was she wanted it so much, and sometimes you have to take a risk on that. But it's like I said, sometimes you make a decision based on what you think the public want, not necessarily what you want, and it is a show where the public are going to vote.
Steve couldn't wait to get back and deliver the good news to his family, so I tagged along for the ride.
We're on the way home. We're going to go and see the family. How are you feeling?
I feel cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing my sister. I mean, everyone, yeah, but my sister's face is going to be so funny.
How do you think she's going to react?
She's just going to go nuts. I really think she's going to go nuts. They've been sitting around for a few hours now, so I think they're probably quite nervous, yeah.
Is it quite nice to think that they're getting a taste of what's like?
Yeah. I know. The longer you wait, the more things go through your mind, what could happen, what couldn't happen. They're going to be talking about it. And now they probably thought, oh, if he didn't get through, what we're going to be like. If he does get through, what we're going to... So I know every scenario's gone through their heads.
Is it sinking in a bit more, or does it still feel quite surreal? Can you actually put it into context?
At the moment, I can't. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really thankful to God for... I know, I mean, I'm just... things happen, and this is amazing. For me, my life, this is amazing. Really good for me. I'm really pleased.
How about the other two? Because Verity's gone through.
Yes.
Pleased about that?
Very pleased. I mean, anyone that has gone through, I'd be pleased for. But Verity, she had a hard time, and she's such a wonderful woman. Really a beautiful woman.
And of course, your friend Rowetta.
Yes. Yeah. She's one. No, it's been great. She wants it so badly. She wants it so badly, and she's got a fantastic voice. She's different.
Yeah.
But she's, I promised not to call her nuts again.
Okay.
Right then, this is Steve's sister Tanya's house. Let's go and see how they're all coping with the nerves.
So we're here, Steve's mum and dad, who have been anxiously waiting all day. How are you coping?
I'm pretty nervous about it, actually. I didn't think I'd be nervous, but I am very nervous.
What about you, Mum?
Same. Yeah, anxious. I think whatever the outcome, it's a bit nervous. I'm nervous.
This is Tanya, Steve's sister, Rob, brother-in-law, and his Mrs. Eileen. He's been through a fair bit of waiting and a bit of nerves over the last few weeks to get to this stage, but how are you guys feeling right now?
Nervous, tense, you know, excited as well.
Pretty cool,
but,
actually. Nervous now. I was really cool about it until now.
Yeah.
Just when we knew we were about to find out.
See you later, cheers.
Nice chair.
Oh, yeah. You're looking nice, Mum.
What's wrong?
No, that's all right. Just to say, talk us.
Oi!
Yeah!
Wicked, isn't it?
Wicked.
Look.
Good,
isn't it?
Now.
Just before you came to the door, was a moment of doubt that you thought, hold on a sec. Maybe we'll take them back.
Never.
They're just like you, aren't they?
Go Stevie! Go
Stevie! Well, congratulations, Steve. Next time you see him on TV, he's going to be live in front of millions of people.
At Louis' pad, the contestants were still in the dark as to whether they were through to the live shows or not. It was tense for the groups and for us presenters. Fraught few days, really, hasn't it?
It has. It's for the contestants, most definitely.
I think that, you know, suddenly here we are and they're making a decision. We're going to end up with the 3 that are going through to the final show. How do you think they're going to react? The ones going home and the ones that are staying?
I think there's going to be a real variety of reactions. I think Voices with Soul are convinced they're going home.
How would you feel if it goes against you?
Good. Still be happy. Still put that, nothing is going to take that smile away from my face, because I know we can do it.
I've had a fantastic time.
Absolutely.
I've met so much good people, and we've all bonded as a group, as individual people, and we just shake the hands to the people who get through. You don't know how it's going to work out, but if it's in our favour and we get through, we are over the moon. If it's not, we're happy that we've come this far.
Advanced Fortune, they seem quite confident.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Apparently last night Fortune was celebrating.
What was the atmosphere like last night?
Oh, it was cool. It was good fun last night. Went out for everyone just took their mind off everything, John.
How's it going to be when you get back if you don't go through?
I'm not going to go back.
And what about you boys at the back?
So bad.
How are you feeling?
So bad, because, you know, a lot of us depend on this. This will change our lives. Whatever the decision is, it's going to change our lives. Coming so close to the apple, either getting it or it's going to give you that determination either way. Hopefully we will get past through to the next stage.
How about you, Pete?
Well, you know, again, everyone keeps saying, do you think you're going to get through? We don't know.
No,
It's not
we
up
haven't
to us.
got a
It's not up to us. We've done what we can. Yeah, we do what we do, you know. So I'm not nervous right now. I mean, I will be later on when it comes to the crunch.
And I like Pete's humour a lot.
Very dry.
I like him, I really
Very
do.
dry. They got very riled yesterday, actually, when Louis suggested that they didn't have enough personality and they were worried about that.
But I can understand where Louis was coming from with that, but I think that what we forget is that having cameras in their faces the whole time is an incredibly new experience for them, and it does suck a lot of your confidence.
So what about G4 then? Because those boys have just...
Do you know, yesterday that performance was amazing.
Non-stop, they've blown everybody away.
Consistently fantastic. And I love the guys, and they are a breath of fresh air.
Yep.
They are something new, they are something different.
How are you feeling?
Extremely nervous. Yeah.
But very, very excited, actually, because this could change everything.
And it is actually that important. It could change your life.
Yeah.
It's not could, it will.
And it wasn't long before they found out.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi. You guys are in my top 3. We have made a decision, and you're not in my top 3. You are in the top 3.
my son. You know it makes sense.
The reason I brought two bands in together is there's only one place left in my final three. The group taking the final place is Voices with Soul.
Now, Louis,
Ben,
you've done it.
Well,
You've got your three.
We've picked the best three people.
Are you finding that the groups that you've got are still surprising you with what they've got, their potential?
I think we have to work with them. I think we have to give them time to work and develop and get better and get confidence. Confidence is the thing that most acts don't have on talent shows.
How do you think Simon and Sharon will react to the choices you've made?
I think both will be very scared because they know the public are going to like these acts.
She's running out the door.
That would be number one record, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Don't speak.
I have got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, so you thought he was singing to you.
Well, guys, you must be absolutely devastated.
This is unreal.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Can't say anything. Can't see anything.
I think it was the tweed jacket.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can wear that again.
This kind of stuff doesn't happen to me. It just
Just
doesn't.
you.
Well, for me,
Last year.
We want to take some time to let this sink in and really understand what we've done, really.
How you feel? You like it? Is it?
It's just weird, really strange.
You feel like that? You feel like you don't know what to say? You can't compute this stuff.
Despite the fact that I've got half a vat of Guinness inside me, I'm feeling fantastic. Fantastic. In fact, I might go drink some more when it's clear.
That might happen. I think that might really happen.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's quite funny. Usually when we get to that kind of stage in something that's just about to happen, something always goes wrong, so I just had a funny feeling.
Now then, we're a little bit happier than we were last night?
Yeah.
What happens now? I mean, I
can't even comprehend. We can't comprehend what's going to happen. This feel like we're in the dark. We're going to do it like...
We're going to do the live shows and see where that takes us, really.
Is it going to be difficult to go home and go back to sort of lives as they were before you started all this and knowing that you're not part of the show anymore?
I think it will be, for me anyway, but just going to carry on. Probably won't be the same again, for the simple fact of I kind of hoped I didn't have to go back to my old life, like just doing everyday normal things. Like I wanted to be out there performing and doing stuff like that, but yeah, we'll get there one day.
Well, on behalf of all of the crew, then, thank you very much for entertaining us in Dublin.
Thank you very much, Ben. Come back again soon.
We will. Well, if you keep paying for dinner, we will.
Okay.
You know, they'll all be living with you.
Okay.
And we just want to examine the evidence. The carpets have never been walked on. There's nothing in any of the cupboards. You don't know where anything is. This isn't your flat, is it, Louis?
It is today.
But once we've gone out the door, you're going to give it back.
It'll be cleaned.
So that's Louis' top three there, all going through to the live shows. If you've got any questions that you want to put to the guys, anything you want to ask them, email them at extrafactor@itv.com. Coming up, it's an emotional homecoming for G4.
Yeah, my eyes are leaking now. I know where he gets it from.
And while Sharon changes her mind again...
I am happy with the decision. Now I'm happy.
I tackle the Osborne lavatory. That's it. Oh, I'm getting wet.
Nokia, giving you the X Factor.
Welcome back. Coming up, we go behind the scenes at the Osborne residence to see what happened to the 16 to 24s.
She doesn't have to lie to you. You know, she doesn't have to put tears on just to make people at home feel sorry for you at all.
This is the love bit. This is where all the action goes on, Ben.
Really?
Yes.
But first, after finding out that Louis wanted them in his final 3, the G4 boys headed back to Bognor Regis, and I went with them.
And now, of course, we're heading down, John, to your hometown of Bognor. Who's going to be down there?
We've got a great mix, actually. Quite a few friends from all of us. Got Ben's first singing teacher, got my mum and dad and my granddad, and a veritable mix, really. Like just
your college friends there as well.
College mates stuff.
Exactly.
How do you think they're going to react when they find out?
I don't even know. I mean, I've not known how I'm going to react. So for them to not have experienced what we've been through, and for just to suddenly hear it in one fell swoop and try to comprehend it themselves, I haven't got a clue what they're going to do. It's going to be exciting, whatever happens.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to share it with all the people who've kind of supported us and kind of like looked out for us all the time. And it's nice to share it with some people who aren't just us, because we've been keeping so much just to ourselves. It's going to be nice just to have that release of just sharing it with a few people and sharing their excitement. And you know,
this is really going to catapult you into a different sphere of attention, just in terms of people recognising you.
It's going to be quite cool for people to be double taking or like stopping you and chatting, and hopefully some lovely ladies.
So we're here in Bognor. The G4 families and friends are en masse waiting to find out the news. Let's go and see how they're coping. So, John's family. How are you all feeling?
Nervous.
Bags of nerves. How about you, Mum Pauline? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm nervous, but I'm looking forward to seeing Jonathan. But yeah, I am nervous. And I feel a bit sick, actually. So worried about it. But, yeah.
Grandad Jack over there, you obviously have watched Jonathan on the programme. What do you make of it? What do you think of the programme?
The part that Jonathan and his group played were very good, but for the rest of it, perhaps I mustn't say.
No, please, go ahead.
Well, we had told friends that Jonathan would be singing, and we felt quite embarrassed when we saw the first half of the programme, because it wasn't what I expected to see, really. But of course, when he came on, it was the star of the show.
Okay, lads, so what's the news?
What do you think it's going to be like seeing your brother now?
Fantastic. He used to be a really annoying little brat to me when I was younger, but now he's just like the best brother I've ever had.
At the end of the first day, it seemed that Sharon had actually made a decision on who she wanted to take through to the finals. This is a final decision right now.
Roberta. Cassie. And Andy.
It's the morning after the night before. We all went away from here last night thinking the decision was made, and then something happened, which has meant that you've changed your mind.
The decision I first came to wasn't an easy decision to come to, and I kept going back and forth and back and forth. And then we all sat down as a group last night and watched everybody's audition tapes. It just made me realize that even when one person who I refer to as head messed up his audition terribly, he still had that charisma that was like oozing out of him.
Do you think last night when you made the decision that you wanted Andy and not Tabby, you'd put yourself under a lot of pressure to make that decision, and that's why you made...
Yes, and as I kept saying, you know, I know that, you know, everybody has a schedule to work to and you've only got so much time, but I really felt I needed more time to get to know them, more time to give them different tasks to do. And, I mean, I would have liked a whole other day to work with them, but we couldn't, and that's why, you know, what happened, happened.
So guys, this morning's the morning. You're going to find out who's going home and who's staying. Andy, how much do you want to go through to the next round? What does it mean to you?
I want it as much as the next person, really, if not more. But you're open-minded, aren't you? Everything comes to an end eventually, one way or another. So it's been great. It's been what an experience. Loved it.
Tabby, for you, if you were to go home now, how would you feel about it?
I suppose I'd be disappointed like anyone else, you know, but I mean, we have come this far, and to get this far has been great, man. You know, it's been a kind of a roller coaster, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so if I go home, you know, as Andy said, all things have to come to an end sooner or later, so.
For you, Cassie, do you think getting to the final 5 and getting so close to actually making it to the live show, if you were to go home now, it would be really difficult?
We've all been through a lot and worked very, very hard, and really opened, well, I think I have and other people have as well, really opened ourselves up so people really have seen how we feel. And yeah, to go home now would be, yeah, it's wicked. I'm very pleased at where I am, but it would be a lot harder than if we hadn't got through the first round.
And Megan, how much do you want to be there?
I really, really want to be there, but I mean, if I don't, then I just have to get over it and just think back, well, it was a great experience just to be here, so.
Roberta, of course, this is a competition between the judges as much as the artists. Do you think that Sharon's got what it takes to mould the winner of the X Factor?
I don't think she'll mould us that much, though. I think she's kind of chosen us because we have something individual. Obviously, she'll help us and encourage that, but no, I definitely think she's a chance of winning.
And so as Roberta made her way in to see Sharon, it was time for the 16 to 24s to find out their fate.
Because you are going to be one of my 3.
Are you messing?
No,
Oh my
you
God,
won't.
oh my God, I thought.
This is really, really hard for me, but I'm afraid it's going to have to be a no, Andy.
I expected it, to be honest.
I just hope that everyone out there sees you and that they love you like I do.
No, yeah, give over.
You've got your whole life in front of you, but right now is not your moment.
Right.
You know you're going to be in my 3.
Oh my God.
And I just don't know what to do with you. You are a thorn in my side. I've made my decision. You know what it is, don't you? You're staying.
What?
You're staying.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Don't let my husband watch this, please.
Hey! Woohoo! Congratulations!
And yeah, dancer.
You made up then?
Yeah, right, man, it's great.
You weren't expecting it?
No, I thought it was home to Ireland, go back to the sod.
But here you are, you're going through.
I'm here, man, I'm here in the spirit, and I'm here physically, I'm just here, it's brilliant.
It's a massively difficult decision for her, though, I think. Out of all the decisions, it's totally, I know for a fact, it's been the hardest thing.
She was really upset in there, like genuine tears, you know, not none of this. Like, I'm now on camera. She's just an old, she's herself, isn't she? She's been in the industry for so many years. She doesn't have to lie to you. You know, she doesn't have to put the tears on just to make people at home feel sorry for you at all. And that's what she certainly did. What she did, you could see her holding it, but I knew it was quick, and I was like, oh, bless her, you know.
Not upset, I'm okay about it. It's just I can understand it from Sharon's point of view because she said I was just a baby in this competition and I might not be able to cope with like every Saturday night shows and all the pressure and everything, cameras, and so I can understand it from her point of view. And yeah, my side, I do think I'm sort of ready.
What did you think when you were going in?
I swear I wasn't feeling that confident at all.
You didn't think you were going through?
Yeah, no.
Why not?
Just after yesterday, I didn't think, and Sharon actually said to me in there that I need to come out more of myself. She was kind of, and I knew kind of that when we were all sitting around, and it's kind of hard to relax a bit. I don't know, but yeah, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm absolutely thrilled.
After an emotional couple of days in the Osborne residence, I caught up with Sharon for a quick chat. So Sharon, you had to do it, and you've done it. How was it?
don't want to talk about it.
Like we're going to let you get away with that?
I know.
Someone you got quite involved with, or not necessarily by your choice, was Tabby when he told him. He sort of threw you onto the sofa and embraced you.
Fabulous. God. I hope he bloody wins. Can you imagine what he'll do then?
Please get this, Ozzy. Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
Are you serious?
Oh, dear. I feel better now.
So you've got your three, Cassie, Roberta, Tabby,
Yes.
and now we go live.
If it's as this bad now, what happens when the public come in and they start voting off my kids?
You're going to get protective over them.
Terribly. I'm going to have to start bollocking the public.
I decided to travel back with Cassie as she went home to break the news to her friends and family.
Cassie, it's been a couple of hours now since you were told.
Yeah, about 3.5 hours.
Has it sunk in yet?
Not really, no.
How are you feeling about getting home and telling your mum and your sister?
I'm excited. I can't wait. No, it'd be nice to see them. It'd be nice for them to be happy. Be a nice surprise for them.
Are they not often very happy?
With me, no. I'm joking. No, they are. But it'd be nice to see them happy and pleased, and you know.
That first day when you came into the audition in London, could you ever have imagined being here now on the way home to tell your mum and your sister that?
No. I mean, I was quite confident that I'd get through the first judges round, but absolutely no way that I'd be sitting here talking to you.
This is where Cassie lives with her mum and her sister. Let's go and see how nervous they are. They're just minutes away from finding out.
So, Terry Livy, you've been waiting a few hours now for our Cassie to come back. How are you feeling?
I'm nervous for her, but
I think we're okay, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are you confident that she's gone through?
I feel that Cassie, I know she's worked really, really hard, not just for this, but for lots of things that she does. She has a really focused approach to everything that she does. So I think that, you know, she will have done well, however it pans out with her. I would be very pleased with her.
And obviously Stanley, the dog that's wandering past
Stanley,
you,
yes.
he's going to be a big fan too. Has he been missing her?
He has, yes, he has. He's been waiting outside her bedroom door.
What's she like when she's at college then? Does she sort of wander around college singing, or is she sort of quite studious?
She sings everywhere she goes. She
always,
she's always singing.
Can you always tell when she's coming down the road because you can hear her sing?
Yeah, I can hear her across the road.
Really?
Yeah, because I live across the road, so I can hear her in my bedroom. I can just hear her singing. It's like Cassie doing, you know.
You okay? Look, Stanley's look face.
Hello.
Missed you. How are you, baby?
Yes, what's the hug? Guys, what are you not doing here?
You okay?
Yeah. You alright, Cass?
How's it go? How's it go? Yeah!
About a toast to Cassie? Yeah. And the X Factor? Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for your support.
Coming up after the break, we have an exclusive guided tour around one of the most rock and roll homes in the country.
Sharon, that's an Arsenal. What does he do with them?
Do you need cheaper car insurance?
Who is it?
Let me in. Good morning, Mrs. Osborne.
Good morning, Ben.
How are you?
Good.
Thank
Good
you
to
for
see
inviting me.
you.
Look at this wonderful mansion of darkness. Can you going to show me around?
Come on.
The Osbornes have lived in their Victorian property for the last 13 years, and with 6 bedrooms, each with their own bathroom and a 300-acre back garden, it truly is a home worthy of the Prince and Princess
of darkness.
This is actually the formal hallway.
The formal hallway.
Yes. Apparently in Victorian times, this is where, when you first came into the house, you used to sit and wait for your...
To be called.
Yes. This is the room where I kind of entertain in.
The dogs? Talk me through these.
There's this artist, and he actually finds original old portraits, and he puts dogs' heads on them. And because I love dogs, it makes me smile.
So this is the formal dining room. This is
formal bloody dining room. That's a mess.
This is where you have Christmas dinner.
Christmas dinner and birthdays.
There are candles everywhere as well.
Yes.
You a big fan of the candles?
Even though I must tell you, we've had 2 fires in this house through the bloody candles, and you would think that I have learned, but I haven't.
There are.
And Ozzy's always up. Those candles are going to be the ruination of us. This is the kids' little TV room. All the ornaments are from the kids to me.
Oh, really? They're all presents?
They're all presents from the kids.
How long do you spend over here and how long in the States?
For the last 7 years, we have hardly been here at all because we've been working so much there. But now we finished the Osbournes, so we hope to come home.
Now this is Ozzy's room.
Now these walls were covered from ceiling to floor with his platinum and gold disc that we moved over to America.
And these aren't real bookcases, are they?
These are all actually real books.
Just the ends of them?
Just the ends of them, the backs of them, and then this is,
What are they?
air guns.
Sharon, that's an arsenal. Who plays with these?
Ozzy, they've all got lasers on and,
They've got lasers on?
Oh, yeah.
What does he do with them?
He goes out and shoots cans and bits of wood outside at night and he's got these glasses that he puts on.
Night vision glasses?
Night vision glasses. And he puts on, I swear to God, he's got like camouflage outfit and he's out shooting at a Coca-Cola can.
Can you imagine if someone happened to stumble across that scene?
I know.
Ozzy in
and
his
he's
camo
like,
gear.
I'll show you a picture. I have a picture on the stairs of Ozzy and Jack when Jack was little.
Oh,
the 2 of them.
look.
How cute is that? Now, anybody would think, oh, you know, they're like crazy, but they only go and shoot cans and bits of wood.
Sweet.
I know.
Daddy and son. Bless him. I bet Jack loves this photo now, doesn't he?
Yeah,
You've got lots of urinals as well.
That's Ozzy because he finds it hard to hit the toilet when he's weeing. It ends up all over the place. So with that, it kind of makes things easier.
I think the wife, if she saw that, she'd implement that in our house too.
This is Ozzy's little secret door.
The Osbourne coat of arms. It's just magic. That's it. Oh, I'm getting wet. I just sat in Ozzy's loo. And this is the Osbourne boudoir.
This is the love bed. This is where all the action goes on, Ben.
Really?
Yes.
Bunk up just to get up on it.
I know.
A bunk up before the bunk up.
A pre-bunk up to get on there.
That's a fantastic bed. Where's this from? Crikey.
I know, isn't it lovely?
It's almost something like Charles II would have
I
had.
know.
Oh, wow. Look at the bath.
Do you like my toilet?
That's a loo. You'd never know it was there.
No.
Oh, look at these wonderful photos.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of different hairstyles.
Oh, yes.
All the kids.
You've got to look at this one, look.
Where did you get married?
Maui.
In Maui.
Yeah. On
You
the
see?
beach.
See, that's what all the celebs are doing now. You did it 22 years ago.
Oh.
That's how cool you guys are.
Please. This is Kelly's room now because Kelly's room, her old room, she says is too babyish and I won't redecorate it. I refuse to redecorate their rooms.
But this is quite girly.
I think, but she's all right here, but she will not go up to her old bedroom.
this Aussie's night vision?
Yes.
Can I try these on? I really would love to see them wearing these. Oh, quite, they're heavy, aren't they?
Aren't they?
Does he ever bring them into bed?
Oh, bloody hell. Wouldn't that
How
be
do I
nice?
look?
Look under the sheets with the night visions on. Now, this is Kelly's room.
It's got fairies.
Yeah. And we've got little pictures of Louis here.
Have you?
Yes.
Louis and his two mates.
Yeah. That's one of his boy bands. And look what he's got here.
Wow, look, Yoda. Because this house, you were telling me again, this house was George Lucas's.
This house was George Lucas's house, yeah.
And how much of Star Wars did he do here?
A lot. All the designing was done here, and then in the forest, they did all the forest shots and everything. You remember where they're on there?
On the speeder bikes?
Speeder bikes going through, it's the forest there.
Really?
Yeah.
Crikey. So Sharon, these 300 of this acres of yours?
Yes. This is basically what we use for our garden. But beyond the trees to the right and straight ahead and to the left, it's all our land. As far as you can see, it's our land.
And that's where they would shoot Star Wars and...
In the forest there. The forest goes on for acres right ahead, and that's where they did it.
I just want to go and run around.
I know.
And try
I
and be a
know.
stormtrooper.
You can imagine. Now you can understand why Ozzy had his accident.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he relives it on his bike.
And he was on one of the quad bikes, so it was out here somewhere?
Yeah.
Which must have been awful.
Terrible.
Has he been on the quad bike since?
No, never will. And the kids can't. We won't let
That's all
anyone use
banned.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my tour was over, but the competition for our 9 finalists has only just begun.
Then their future is now in your hands. You can email your favourite contestants at extrafactor@itv.com. Make sure you join us Friday night on ITV2 when we're going to have all 9 contestants the night before their first ever live performance in the brand new Extra Factor studio. Only here, Friday night, ITV2. Till then, good night!
We're giving you the chance to have a taste of Simon Cowell's lifestyle. You could win his car, a holiday at his favourite Caribbean hotel, and £1,000. Each week, you can also win tickets to the live Saturday night show, as well as £1,000 cash. This week's question is, how many acts are left in the X Factor competition? Is it A, 20, B, 12, or C, 9? To enter, text MINI followed by A, B or C to 86107 or phone 09012 93 33 29. And good luck!
Next to you on ITV2, there's Busted, Blue and Cliff. Fourth.